Today we are starting with 25th question. Consider the following markets: government bond market, call money market, treasury bill market, stock market. So how many of the above are included in capital market? So they are asking question on capital market. So to answer this question we should be knowing economics chapter. Under that subject we have financial market. So under financial market we have two types of markets: capital and money market. What is capital market, what is money market, and what are the instruments traded under these markets? If you know this knowledge, you will be able to answer this question. So capital market is more than a year, more than 365 days, whereas money market is less than 365 days, and the instrument used in that should be known to answer this question. Yeah, here we know government bond, it's a bond, it is more than 1 year, it's a capital market. Call money market, it is between interbanks, right? So it's a short term, so this is wrong. All three will be wrong. Treasury bill market, again T bills, it's a money market too, so this is also wrong. So we have all four is also wrong. So then we have left of stock market, it is also long term, that is capital market. So only two are correct here. So I told what has to be learned to answer this question. Please go through that. So we have one more good question here. Which one of the following best describes the concept of small farmer, large field? First thing, what is this term? From where they are talking about it? So it is from, if you study in economics, you study under sectors of economy. Agriculture is one of the sector. Or if you are studying agriculture itself as a separate module or as a separate subject, then it's a agriculture. So under agriculture, what you have to learn to answer this question? So to answer this question, you should be knowing different models which are used to improve the productivity, right? So there are different model. One such model is so first I will say what is the topic you have to learn. It is a models, agricultural models to improve the marginal and small scale farmers productivity, right? One such is small farmer large field. I'll say what is this. It's actually a farmers together will come and to form a large land, so that they'll be having high productivity to achieve the economics in a large scale and enhance the productivity. So they retain their own individual ownership, it will be retaining with them only. So whereas there are some other also, I'll just say small things. One is cooperative farming, like collective ownership will be there and farmers together come. So collective productivity, share resources like land, labor, everything. So whereas in small farmer large field, only land will be shared. Okay, that is cooperative farming. They are different, like contract farming, it is between farmers and corporates. Okay, individual ownership, again farmers will retain the ownership. Apart from that, we have farmer producer organizations where again farmers will retain there, and they'll be having small organization for better market access. So then we also have land leasing, again it is between the farmers and corporates. Then we have corporates or governments also. Then we have community supported agriculture, it is between the farmers and the consumers. Then we have public private partnership, it's like government, companies and private sectors together will form. Then we have a land pooling where government and farmers combine, whereas ownership is retained or returned in new form. Okay, so these are all the different models of agriculture you should be knowing. So now we'll see which option suits to small farmers large field. Already we read, it is like farmers come together to form a large landform so that they'll grow. So we'll see this. Option A, resettlement of a large number of people uprooted from countries due to war. So it is like resettlement, it seems, by giving them a large cultivable land which they cultivate collectively and share produce. So this is not the thing we are talking about, war, resettlement, no. So B, Many marginal farmers in an area organize themselves into groups and synchronize and harmonize settled agricultural operations. This is what we are talking about. Still, we'll see other options. If it is more suitable, we have to go with that option, right? Option C. Many marginal farmers in an area together make a contract. So, this contract part we'll see with corporate. We have seen corporate farming, right? So we have corporate farming, in that it will come, not particularly to the small farmers land field, right? So this will be wrong. Then we have the company extends loan, technical knowledge and material inputs to the number of small farmers in an area so that they produce the agricultural commodity required by the company for its manufacturing process and commercial production. So this is what? Contract farming again. So this is wrong. We have left with option B only. This is right. So for this you should be knowing the models to improve the productivity of small and marginal farmers. So whenever you read again agriculture chapter, focus on that also. So we have 27 question. Consider the following statement. The government of India provides minimum support price for Niger seeds. Okay. Niger cultivated as a kharif crop. Some tribal people in India use Niger seed oil for cooking. So here what they are talking? They are talking about how many of these are correct is what they are asking. So what you should be knowing for this? Here they are talking particularly on the topic called MSP under agriculture. If you take it as a economy subject, under agriculture you will be studying. Otherwise, if you study agriculture itself as one a separate subject, then yes, MSP is a direct subtopic here. So yes, so you should be knowing at least what are the crops, kharif crops or rabi crops or mixed crops that are getting MSP from government. What is MSP? First of all, minimum support price. Who gives it? All these things should be covered. For this question, the crops we should be knowing. So I'll just say the crops and see. So paddy, maize, jowar, bajra, ragi, arhar, moong, urad, groundnut, soybean. These are all the some of the crops. Okay. Now we have to see whether these are getting the MSP or not. So yes, all these are getting along with the jute, cotton, Niger seed. So Niger seed also one of them. So it is also getting MSP. You should be knowing that to answer. First you study what is MSP and what are the crops involved. How many of them kharif and how many of them rabi. There are some rabi crops also getting MSP such as wheat, barley, gram, lentil, rapeseed, mustard seeds, sunflower, etc. There are mixed crops also like sugar cane and copra, like dried coconut. So these are also getting MSP. Then it is a kharif crop, already I said in the list. Some tribal people in India use Niger seed oil for cooking. Actually it is grown, Niger seed is grown in Odisha Chhattisgarh area and tribals are more there. So they are using it to make some oil. Even if they are like, if you are not sure much, how can you say even not a single tribe uses it to make oil? It's a seed, right? There is a possibility. With that also we can go with option C. All three are correct. So here you have to focus on what is MSP, who provides MSP and what is the criteria for MSP and what are the different crops, whether it is rabi or kharif. So based on that you will be able to answer this kind of questions. Today we have saw two different questions from agriculture, one question from particularly on financial market. So you do focus on the subtopics as I mentioned to answer further upcoming exams questions. That's all for today.